Dude, I was thinking about it today when I was at the gym. People forget Kanye was the first rapper to get lipo. And no one mentions it. Maybe because he got fat again.
Yeah, he doesn't look like
He got lipo? When was that?
When you were like a senior in college. Like 2019.
Was this big news and I just didn't hear about it?
It was like I mean, like people like BBLs weren't a thing yet. And so like Kanye was being Kanye. So like everyone was like, okay, it's weird, but like it's kind of like par for the course, you know?
Okay.
He's just a weird guy.
So yeah,
no, he's strange.
Yeah. Maybe he like, you know, like rolled the dice one day and it was like, oh, I'm gonna get lipo.
Do you think he got what he got sucked out, injected somewhere else?
Yeah, in his brain.
That would explain so many things.
Right in the noggin, trying to make himself smarter.
I was gonna say like in like whichever partner he was with, but like dude, he has a type. No one has
he took it out of himself and like put it in Kim K's ass.
He was like, more, bigger.
Yeah, hang on. When did she break the internet? Can we get the timeline?
Well, dude, it's so funny that like all the Jenners now and like the whole family has like gotten rid of their asses. Now that it's like not in vogue anymore to have like be like the thickest bitch in the block. They've all like it's all just magically disappeared.
Yeah, now it's all about being like a gymfluencer. You gotta be like super in shape.
Having a fucking sniz-atched waist and getting buccal fat removal from your face. You look like a gremlin.
A gremlin. Oh my god, wait. This current season of Survivor, there's this one girl, Venus. She's already one of the skinniest people I've ever seen. But now she's on Survivor and she hasn't eaten in like 20 days, really. Her face is like scary. Her cheekbones are like sticking out. Like it looks like she really like contoured her face really well, but it's actually just her cheekbones are sticking out of her face.
Right, what's worse, her or and it's hurt me to say Anya Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy does that like on purpose. That's just how she looks, right?
That's just how she looks.
I don't think her face
but Anya Taylor-Joy doesn't just like not eat for 20 days.
Yeah, but she got like the vocal whatever, and now like
the vocal whatever.
The buccal fat removal, whatever the fuck it's called. Like it's like the new thing that like actresses are doing, where like they get rid of like baby fat in the cheeks.
I don't know. I'm just out here trying to get some Ozempic real quick.
Bro, facts, bro. I'm trying to be like Drake.
I'm honestly just trying to get diabetes so that I can get Ozempic like for real.
And not be shamed.
Great idea.
And not be shamed for it.
Yeah. I have to take Ozempic. It's for medical reasons, you know.
You walk around with a card.
Yeah.
Try shaming me, bro.
I'm a normal.
Try fucking shaming me now.
Yeah.
That might be the funniest reason to just get diabetes.
I'm not gonna lie. I kicked it around, you know.
Yeah, you thought about it?
Yeah, because I was like, hey, dude, working out stinks. I like working out. The process, it's too long form. There's not enough immediate feedback. And if there's
just need to make sure I don't lose a foot getting diabetes.
Yeah. I didn't mean like a height thing. I was like, I don't like
blindness or
yeah. I don't want like any of those things that happen from the diabetes.
Just like I feel like if you're like pre-diabetic, that still flies, you know.
What's pre-diabetic?
I don't know. It's like a range. Like you go to the doctor.
I can still get. You mean like I can still get Ozempic even if I'm only pre-diabetic?
No one's gonna be like, well, good for Greg. You know, he's working on it.
Do you think they'll make fun of me for only being a pre-diabetic?
Well, the diabetics will, but everyone else, I don't think will care.
All the full dios.
Yeah, the real ones, like our friend.
They're just diabetic. Who cares about them?
Diabetic. Go lose a foot or something.
Hey guys, well, by the way, welcome back to the sochoicepodcast.
Yeah, welcome back. That's nice.
Guys, I need this. My day was ruined earlier today.
Oh no! What happened?
Arsenal.
Did that sound sincere?
It did. Dude, you told me you don't care.
Oh my god, what happened?
Arsenal lost the fucking championship. Presumably. Unless a miracle happens on Sunday, it's over.
Well, wait, what do you mean? Like they can't win the table right now?
Yeah. So the last game is Sunday for Arsenal and Man City. Man City played today. They had a game in hand. They should have lost. By the grace of God, the shitty motherfuckers down at Tottenham couldn't get a goal.
Spurs.
Yeah, we call them shit.
So knowledgeable.
Yeah. So now they're playing.
How did Crystal Palace do?
Dude, Crystal Palace is turning up, man. Bayern Munich wanted to get their coach because they had a coaching vacancy.
That's mine.
Yeah, Crystal Palace.
Yeah, what's his name?
Jimmy.
Nope. Crystal Palace, who is like a mid-table club in
Jimmy Crystal
in England, said, "Give us 100 million or go fuck yourself."
Oh wow, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. So
he told him to go fuck himself?
So yeah, we're gonna find out in the next episode whether or not a miracle happened. But from now on, I'm dead.
No, he won't. It'll be 2 episodes.
I could lie. I can just guess. I can guess.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
By the way, 1 minute and 10 seconds of One Piece talk starts now.
I didn't watch any.
God, are you foregoing your time again?
I'm banking it.
All right.
So how much time does he get for the next
10 seconds?
10 seconds. So he has 120.
Oh wow!
I'm sitting on it, dude. We're gonna go through a whole arc. We're gonna go through the theory of the House of D.
I can't wait to not show up to that episode. It's gonna be great.
Oh, a PowerPoint.
Yeah.
I'm also not going to edit that one. I'm just putting it up as is. So I hope you get everything right in one take.
Yeah, don't say anything crazy.
Yeah, because there's no way I'm listening to that. Not again. I might sit through it the first time.
Yeah,
just to heckle you with questions.
I've been slacking on my TV viewership, guys. I don't know about you guys.
I have not been. You know what I finished? Shogun. I finished it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Good.
Right.
Good. Cinematography is some of the best I've seen in a while.
Good.
It is so well shot. It looks amazing.
Dude, they crush ancient Japan.
I will say, like,
for a lot of it, LOL China be like
big facts.
They crush ancient Japan.
Yeah.
I feel like at some points it could have gone faster. Like sometimes just their conversation were so drawn out, and it took me a little while. Like I would start to lose focus at times because like Toranaga, like he would just like say one thing and then it'd be like 10 seconds of pause, and then he would say another thing, and I was like, this is not how people converse.
I wanted to make a
I don't like
joke.
this.
Real quick, I haven't watched the show yet. Like I said, I've been slacking on my TV viewership consumption. I wanted to make a joke where I was like, Toranaga, that's a Pokemon, but then I realized that's Pokemon based in Japan. Yep. That'd be very tasteless. So credit to me. For not making that joke.
Mm-hmm. But I'm glad you pointed it out so that everyone can see that
everyone knows I'm a good person. Yeah. That I'm not someone that I'm not someone who would make that joke.
Mm-hmm. You thought about it.
Well, people think a lot of thoughts.
You actually still told the joke just with like even worse delivery.
No, I specifically said I'm not saying this. I mean, like, you've never, like, walked down a train track and there's someone, like, waiting for a train, and, like, what if I just push them?
What in the hell?
Not often.
Not
that I can think of.
Too bad. You said often. You're with me.
No, I'm not.
But you're right, because I also have never thought that, so.
I've 100% thought it, but I've never done it.
Well, yeah, Greg.
Of course.
I don't know if I've ever.
You've never been sitting there and you just been like, I could.
I'm not going to.
Well, see, for me, it's more like I don't trust people, so I'm always afraid to walk trackside when I'm walking out the station.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like. I'm like some like
Colin's
tiny...
nervous because there could be somebody else like him who's thinking about doing it, but they don't have that little voice in their head going, "No, don't actually push this guy onto the tracks."
Yeah, I have that voice. Just how like I didn't say that joke about Toranaga, okay?
Yes, of course you have that voice, but there are people out there who don't have that voice.
Yeah, not everyone can be Colin freaking Sincock, all right?
You're goddamn right.
Some people are murderers.
Yeah, not me. Me specifically.
What did we say? It was like 1 in a football stadium?
1 in 20,000, which is like jarringly low.
Yeah.
Which does mean...
No, I don't think it's jarringly low.
Why do you think so many people are murdered?
No, Greg made a good point. Every single University of Michigan football game, there are 3 murderers at least.
Well, it depends. Demographics are different.
Out there at the big house, there's probably more in Michigan.
Yeah, these coaches are having them do 2-a-days, no helmets. They're the real killers.
Giving them CTE.
Yeah, goddamn right.
When you put it that way.
New take, Jim Harbaugh is just a murderer.
Of course he is. He runs the ball in 2024. He's fucking killing that kid. O-linemen are walking out with smoothie brains, dude. You think go like this, it comes out the ears. Air it out, bro. You got Herbert. You drafted a fucking lineman.
We haven't even seen him coach in the NFL yet.
Talking about him in the Chargers when he hasn't played a like.
Dude, he got rid of Keenan Allen and Mike Williams and passed on Neighbors. He's a terrorist.
Eckler too.
Okay.
So we don't know what he's gonna do.
He's gonna run the rock, brother.
You know how much he loves Josh Palmer?
Who the fuck?
He shouldn't. Yeah, he shouldn't. He sucks. He's so bad.
Elite.
Also, Mike Williams was coming off of like a torn ACL or something like that, and Keenan Allen's like 33.
He's looked like he's 100
for
like the last 10 years.
They can catch the ball.
Yeah, but it's not that weird to move on from them.
Mike Williams, I'm sorry we're doing football talk.
Getting your best asset, your quarterback, the best tackle like that we've seen in a while. One of the best prospects.
They already have it. They have Slater.
Yeah, now they have
the other side.
They need a receiver. I'm not doing this with you guys. All right, John's only saying this because he got Neighbors.
I like Neighbors.
Yeah, I bet you do. All right, the Chargers would have loved him.
I don't pick for the Chargers. I don't know why I'm getting yelled at here.
Because you're playing bias. All right, you're like, oh, Alt was a good pick. You know, it's the only reason you guys got fucking Neighbors.
Alt was a good pick.
You would have taken the other.
We couldn't have taken him though. So like, happy that they took him.
Okay.
He specifically said he didn't want to play right tackle, and we already have a left tackle. So
I'm okay with continuing this though. With John Harbaugh being the murderer.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Well, I think someone needs to die first, and then we can call him a murderer.
Pre-crime. Ever seen Minority Report? It seemed to work out that film.
What about wait, who was the coach at Florida when Aaron Hernandez was there and like the
Urban Meyer?
Bouncies? Oh, it was Urban Meyer. You're right. Yeah, so he's a murderer.
Oh, for sure.
Big time. Oh my God.
Meyer's murdered a lot of people.
He's the worst human on the planet.
Dude, he kicked their kicker in Jacksonville.
Yeah,
but he didn't murder the kicker.
He hired Tim Tebow in 2022 to be a tight end. That takes a lack of morals.
He also got caught in a club like fingering a girl.
Yeah, and he also
none of these things are murder.
No, but it's a
gateway crimes.
Yeah,
fingering a girl in a club. It's a gateway crime to murder
in Jacksonville.
Yeah,
it is.
With your team and go back to your family. Instead, he stays behind his team and gets caught fingering like a college girl when he's like 50 something.
I mean, I'm not saying like I would do it. I'm just saying
you have morals.
Precursor to murder.
Just how like you wouldn't push someone on a train track if they were on the outside.
Yeah, he doesn't have that little voice, Greg. Mm-hmm. Right? You wouldn't do it because he got the little voice.
You really think he doesn't have that little voice? Like he
might not.
He might have it. It just might be really.
He took an ESPN interview from a boat where behind him in his backdrop was like a glass cabinet. Inside, on the reflection of the glass cabinet, we saw a guy walk into the boat and do a line of coke off the table Urban Meyer was doing the interview on. That's a fucking fact.
That's badass.
Yeah. I mean, he's just a party animal.
Yeah, but what I'm really trying to say is you don't bring electronics into the open water. They could get damaged.
Wait, where's Florida University? Like, where's Florida? The Gators.
Is that Tallahassee? Fort Lauderdale?
No, that's Florida State, right?
I don't care.
Florida State and Tallahassee. Well, I was just wondering like where he grew, because obviously he didn't coach like the U, which is like Miami, like of course all that coke. I'm just wondering like what part of Florida he was in.
Dude, his name is Urban Meyer. It's nowhere with old money.
Nowhere with old money. What was that?
That is a crazy actually statement.
I think that tracks though.
You think because his name is Urban that like
yes.
He has to be from like backwater.
It isn't even
town.
I'm not even saying like he needs to be from like an urban environment. I'm just saying that's a preposterous first name.
You think he's from Florida? Is he Floridian? Or is he from somewhere else?
I just don't care.
I don't know.
Anyway, he's a murderer, so it doesn't matter.
None of us know enough about Urban Meyer to like know his background.
No, we just know lore about him, like things that have come up, like the cocaine on the boat.
I do miss him.
He was electric. He should be like in a booth somewhere.
He is for ESPN, I think.
He is?
Yeah, he's like
he should be in a cage somewhere.
But I think it's only for
in
college.
a zoo.
Yeah.
With Mike
Lock
the Tiger.
Him up.
Him and Mike the Tiger holding it down.
That'd be rad.
Mike Tyson?
No, LSU has a pet tiger on campus.
Well, it'd be funnier if it was Mike Tyson and Urban Meyer, and they just had to like hang out. Ooh, let's give them. That would actually be a great podcast. What do you think? Urban Meyer and Mike Tyson.
Meyer.
Or Colin.
Where's the crossover? Well, that's a Venn diagram that I'd like to see the intersection.
I'll tell you right now. It's or Greg, we do Mike and Mike now that that's ever been done on radio, and it's just Mike Tyson and Mike the Tiger. We know Mike Tyson knows his way around tigers. I think it's a good repertoire, tit for tat.
You think
so? That would be a whole hour of just listening to Mike Tyson's fucking voice
and a tiger, yes,
and an occasional
yes, and it's only audio.
That's a lot to take.
We would put it on ESPN radio 97.9 FM. And it's just the worst hour of radio you've ever heard in your entire life.
I mean, you want to talk scrambled brains? Mike Tyson's got to have some real fucking.
Dude, Mike Tyson's gonna scramble up Jake Paul's brains.
Mike Tyson's brain looks like a.
You say that, but he's like very old.
Mike Tyson,
looks like a badass.
He's gonna get his shit rocked, dude.
Well, I hope not.
Dude, when that picture of him coming out of the hospital, like in the wheelchair, everyone was like, "It's over for you."
Yeah,
I'd see that.
Well, when you leave the hospital, you have to go in like the wheelchair.
Yeah,
for,
so
liability.
Mike Tyson's got the Prince Charles treatment.
What?
Prince Charles when he was leaving the hospital and everyone was like, "It's not looking good for you."
Didn't he then die? Yeah, oh wait, no, is he now king?
Which one's Prince Charles? He is, but he's away. He's away. Oh, we don't know where he is. He's probably dead though.
Okay, is this like the Kate Middleton thing where she was just like away?
Are we learning not to comment on this anymore?
Yeah, but I kind of want to double down.
I'm getting
his no. Prince Charles got his ass beat by Mike Tyson. That's what I'm going with. I think they fought in the hospital.
I think it would be funny if he came in with enormous breasts.
Mm.
Let's get back on that train.
That's a winning strategy. Guys,
he's already king.
It's not looking good for Biden. All of a sudden that changes if you show the goes up with a couple double Ds.
Yeah, but like we elect somebody to be leader, right? And so like that BBL or like the boobs is going to help them get elected. He's already king.
It's passed down king to king. The breasts are passed down. The royal breasts.
The exact same ones. They're gonna be really gross.
It's like the Santa Claus. You inherit the breasts.
No.
No. Craig's like, I don't believe it.
Stupid. That's stupid. Really, what's not stupid
is that... getting into the Santa Claus
is that Mike Tyson and Prince Charles fought in the same hospital. That makes sense. You sound stupid. You sound stupid.
I can't back you on that.
I'm not getting into Santa Claus lore right now with you guys. Like
the fact that the Santa Claus is a parasite that just like lives in humans.
No, what?
It's a curse.
No, it's not.
I mean, it goes from person to person. You can't get rid of it.
No, Greg, it's 100% a parasite.
No, you can retire.
No, I don't think you can.
You haven't watched the Santa Claus, the TV show.
That's not canon. That's not canon.
What do you mean it's not canon? It's still fucking Tim Allen.
You're fucking immortal. Why? How can you retire? It's like the Supreme Court, man.
He doesn't want to do it. The Supreme Court can retire.
But
they never do. They always die.
They die.
But they could.
It's for life, man. Yeah.
That's just 4L.
Until someone kills you by setting them off the roof, you're the big man.
If you guys knew any of the lore, Tim Allen was actually the first one that ever happened to.
Is that also from the TV show?
Yep.
Well, I'd love to see how they shoehorn that.
This is like
by the way, no one else has ever died.
This is like in Korra when they explain the origin of the Avatar, and like everyone's like, we don't want to hear this shit. Keep that shit to yourself.
It's already cool.
Yeah, don't explain this.
I never watched The Legend of Korra. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I also haven't.
Do you want a quick breakdown? So it was originally pitched as a short series. You can go fuck yourself, John.
Why do we start talking about anime?
And first of all, it's not anime. It's from the West. Actually, it's not anime. It's from the West. Secondly, it was pitched as one season.
If you go west far enough, you end up back in Japan.
It's all for perspective. Right?
Yeah, Greg's watched Shogun. It was all about Japan now. We get it.
I now can point it out on a map.
Okay, Colin, tell us all about this Asian-inspired cartoon.
First of all, the Avatar is mainly based on Chinese culture.
No, actually, all the different tribes represent different countries.
Oh, cool.
The Earth is representative of China. I think Fire is Japan.
No, Fire is China, I thought.
No, Fire is Japan, and then the Eskimos are the water tribe, and then Korea. Air? I don't remember.
Air's probably
Nepal.
India,
Tibet. Yeah.
Yeah. But so it was pitched as like a short series, one season, and a really strong first season, and then it got renewed, and they just like didn't know what to do for the rest of the series. So every season is like a contained story, and it's just not coherent. It has just ups and downs. I would avoid seasons 2 and 4, but you need to watch them to understand.
Do you want me to just watch 1 and 3?
That's crazy.
You can just stop after 1, man, and have a great time.
Not watch.
I just don't think I'm ever gonna watch this.
Hey, that's fair. But they are making they're making the Earthbender Avatar series right now.
Did anyone see the live action? The new.
It stinks.
Yeah, I heard it sucked.
Really?
Yeah, I was so let down.
I heard the new one was better than the first time they tried to go.
That's no shit.
It's hard to be worse than that other.
Yeah,
I could literally take a
shockingly
shit.
Bad.
Dude,
I can't believe they tried it again. The balls on them.
They refused to call him Aang. That's his fucking name.
They call him Aang?
Aang the entire time.
I mean, there's like 4 seasons of TV show where they all say Aang. Not one time do they say Aang.
And M. Night was like, I don't think so. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. But like, they bought the rights to Avatar or some shit from Nickelodeon or whatever. They bought like a licensing rights, and they were like, oh, we're gonna milk this baby dry. So that's why they made the show, and it stinks. It's not very good. The writing's terrible. I like the cast. They did a really good job with what they were given, which wasn't a whole lot. But it's already been renewed for the rest of the run. So go fuck myself.
But did anybody actually watch it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh
no. A lot of people.
They're just doing the same.
They're
doing the same story that like they did in the cartoon, right?
You wouldn't know. They tweak it. Aang ends the first season. No. They're back to Aang now. They're back to Aang.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So I immediately was like, okay, good start. But at the end of the first book, the first season, which is called season 1, book 1, Water, he had never waterbent.
Interesting.
It is interesting.
Like never even attempts it.
Not really.
Never like splashes in a pool.
He does like the thing at the end where he turns into like a big water monster. Well, that's about it.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty. That's
a lot of water.
That's not really him though. It's the Avatar state.
I mean, I
guess
it doesn't matter to me.
Because he's always like, "Whoa, what did I just do?" Afterwards.
Is that when that girl becomes the moon?
Yeah, dude, she was bad.
Right.
Yeah, dude, Sokka. All right,
Sokka, all-time roster.
Yeah, it is crazy. Every hot girl in the show is at one point
just fawns themselves to Sokka.
That's because Sokka's the only like person of
No, he's like
what are
14.
They gonna date Aang? What are they gonna date Aang? He's like 12.
You say that, but
really
like
into Katara.
You say that, but like all right. So I think Sokka's
actually
15?
Toph is into Aang.
Well, no, Toph's into Sokka.
Is she?
Yeah, there's that scene where like they're in the water and like Suki rescues her and like she thinks it's Sokka. She's like,
and she's like,
God.
"Oh, Sokka."
Yeah.
Yeah.
My man can't stop winning. It's crazy.
He's just a hot dude, I guess.
He's got that like.
Is he hot in the live action?
No, but he looks just like him.
Can he really sling a boomerang?
They don't give him the boomerang.
Are you fuck? That's like his whole character.
What is he fighting with?
He has that like stupid little club with a ball at the end, but like who gives a shit about that?
Weren't they also making him like less problematic?
Yes, they made him. It sounds.
He's not sexist.
This sounds
like
crazy as a complaint.
Yeah.
They didn't make him misogynistic.
That's his whole character arc. Is he's misogynistic and then he learns to respect women.
Yeah, and he can get put in his place. That's like the whole story.
Yeah, he literally just shows up to the Kyoshi Warrior Island and like he just like and Suki's like immediately in love with him. You know, it's like immediately in love with him, and that's it.
She's just in love with him. That's not how it works.
Exactly.
That's like if you did like the same thing for Pokemon, and then Brock isn't horny.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What are we
doing? Their whole
here?
character. It defines them.
Yeah, that's like if Ash was like, you know, I'm good being like a little bit above average.
Didn't they also
he wants
take
to be
out
the best,
the very best that no one ever was?
Exactly, John.
Didn't they also take out like anytime Aang wanted to go have fun and he's just basically like on a mission to like I need to stop the Fire Lord, and that's just completely not what it was. He never wanted to fight the Fire Lord. He wanted to find any other solution.
It's so
he wanted
crazy.
To learn,
just learn.
Yeah.
What makes Avatar so great is the journey, and for some reason there's more. I think there ends up being more runtime in the first season in the live action than there was in the original, but it feels so wasted. Like the first episode it's the same length as the original pilot, and they cover 3 episodes worth. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it seems weird.
They also
does he even do the thing where he like goes on the little air ball and just scoots around?
like barely.
Okay.
Dude, he did that like every episode. That was just
the time.
That was
so cool.
It was sick.
They probably didn't have the CGI budget for that. They couldn't just keep doing that.
They kind of did, man. They had a shit ton of budget.
I don't know, man. That's the only thing I can think of.
They just fumbled. That's why. You know what? When the original creators left after 2 years, I was like, well, maybe they still got it. Nope. It's not it. Whenever we're getting a movie that carries on the original series, and we're getting the Earthbender show. So it's done by the OG creators. Hopefully it's good, but I don't know, man.
Well, I think you should stop watching anime and get into live action anime like Shogun.
Live action anime? That's so funny. I thought when you said live action, you were gonna do like the fucking what was the live action one?
Well, there's a live action One Piece.
Yeah,
no. Live action Shogun. Live action anime.
It's just actually Japan.
So yeah, Greg, break it down for me. Is live action anime, is that any show taking place in Japan, or is it just live action TV?
Any show taking place in Japan.
Yeah, it'd be really funny for like live action anime like
NCIS,
Survivor.
Survivor's reality
Dude,
TV. That's a completely different section.
Have you guys watching The Bear? It's the hottest new live action anime this season.
The character development is crazy.
Dude, when I watched Food Wars, I thought that was good, but they made it live action called The Bear. It's crazy.
Dude, new season of The Bear comes out in like a couple months.
Yeah, what the fuck? I thought like
this is like the only show that continually like puts out I think even before the pandemic happened, this was kind of a thing, but since the pandemic, people just the shows just aren't coming out. It takes like
Craig,
2 years.
The writer's strike, stupid.
I understand that too, but I'm just saying, how is The Bear doing it?
I don't know. I think they're they maybe did it back to back.
They don't need a lot of sets. It's just this one restaurant.
Denmark, bro.
Okay.
They go back. They got to book that boat and that cat. That cat's an actor too. He's on strike.
Damn, you're right. I didn't think about the cat though. Strike.
Yeah, you got it right.
I don't know. Do you think he was like solidarity?
No, he's SAG, bro. Dude, he's not a scab.
I don't know what that cat is.
No way he's a scab. Come on. Show some respect.
But yeah, I think they probably just filmed the seasons like 2 and 3 at once, kind of like when they did that with Pirates of the Caribbean, like 2 and 3. I remember hearing about that as a kid and being like, you can do that? I thought that was against the rules.
You can't film scenes out of order, all right?
What do you mean?
It wouldn't make sense.
What do you mean they wrote 2 things at once? That doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
I totally did not know, like, obviously not any time recently, but when I found out that they recorded shows, like, they would just, like, record random scenes just all over the place, and it wasn't in chronological order, I was so shook. I was like, how do they know?
Yeah.
How do they know what's going to happen?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
They have a script or something.
that is still a bit jarring to me. When they're like
when it's so weird, they show like
guys, that's it.
Rap,
yeah.
And then there's just like a random scene, it's like from like an episode ago.
It's like the middle of Act 1, and it's like it's like not even like a big moment. It's like Jerry,
it was just the only time they could get on location.
Just like that's a rap. Like what the fuck? What?
Jerry walks up to a lane. All right, hey, I'll see you later. And then it's like, all right, guys, that's a wrap on Jerry Seinfeld. And everyone's like crying.
Yeah, it's a little jarring. Yeah. That's funny.
I don't know. I think somebody should try and film it just chronologically.
You would have to be going back and forth between sets all the time.
But I'm with Greg though.
I don't know.
And like getting actors together,
I think the performances would be better.
Dude, that was another thing that I did not realize, where they were just like, oh yeah, like I just was on set for like 2 days and I filmed all of my scenes, and I was like, wait, what? Like that blew my mind when I found that out.
So they wouldn't have to bring them back and like pay them for other days.
Wait, hold on. The movie's only 2 hours long, but like this guy works like 8-hour days. How did he film it all in 2 days?
Hey man, I didn't say I was smart back in the day. All right, I
like that your mind was just blown.
It was also surprising. My first behind the scenes video, I was like, huh. That's the thing. What do you mean they're not actually in that city? That's a backdrop?
Dude, some of those still get me. some of those still get me where I'm like,
dude, in Suits, that's all just a backdrop. Every single one of those.
No shit.
I know, and it's also they film it all in Toronto. And I was like, huh, weird.
Interesting.
I'm like, but I don't know, you wouldn't know it. You'd just be like, yeah, sure, that's New York.
You know that someone we went to high school with is a director of photography, or maybe like a location scout for Hallmark. They do a lot of their filming in Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I've seen a couple of their sets.
He just goes around and finds the whitest houses he can, and so yeah, we're gonna put a family in here.
Mm-hmm. In Old Wethersfield, they filmed multiple movies in Old Wethersfield, along Main Street down there, because it just looks like one of those.
It's got great scenery.
Yeah, you're just walking on like a red brick path, and there's just like
colonials everywhere.
Yeah.
Have you guys watched
just like nice
Seinfeld?
Trees along the road?
Yeah,
of course.
Not in its entirety.
So I'm kind of like casually watching it for the first time right now. It's kind of like in the background while I do some busy work. It's good. I'm a big fan. I do have one glaring gripe.
Okay. It should be in Boston, right?
No. But wait a minute. Boston Seinfeld.
But it's in Boston.
God, he'd be so much of an ass.
Greg, I'm not even kidding. That sells.
Seinfeld, but it's Boston.
I can't picture any of those characters with like a Boston accent.
Dude, what an easy elevator pitch.
No. It's only Kramer. It's only Kramer. Or no, it's George. George needs to have the Boston accent.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, though, like my biggest problem is, why are we all acting like Elaine's not hot?
I mean,
I don't think I've ever acted that way.
I don't think they do act like that, because like Jerry gets with Elaine.
Like immediately, right? And then it's like not a thing?
Yeah, and then they just become friends.
But like George, it takes until George hears her on a phone sex hotline or some shit, where he's like, wait a minute, Elaine's hot.
Well, dude, have you seen? They all get with like, even George gets with like the hottest women.
George,
like, there's not one like any girl under like an 8 in that show.
I do love that George just lives out his dreams. Like when he goes up to George Steinbrenner and goes, "Fuck you, you're running the Yankees into the ground," and then like he goes, "Let's hire that guy."
Yeah, immediately gets hired.
Yeah.
And then for like the next 2 seasons, he works there and just does nothing. He doesn't actually do like a single thing while he's there.
Yeah, what does Kramer do? So
we'll figure that one out.
The bagel shop.
Yeah, the bagel shop.
He just kind of like bums around, you know.
It's kind of tight.
I think he was like generationally wealthy.
That's sick. I need to have a friend that kind of is like a float, you know. You never like.
Are you willing to like pay for their like groceries and stuff like Jerry does?
Like, does he pay for all of his groceries?
No, just like every time.
He can come in and like bum some food off me. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I'll be that guy.
Yeah?
No.
You're kind of established. You got a house.
Yeah. It's kind of tough. I don't think I can move to Boston and just live in your apartment.
No, well, then say that. You will have free access.
He's there a lot.
Yeah, no, I'll say. You can't live there.
Burst in.
Yeah.
You can't live there, but I will give you a key.
That door was never locked.
I know, but my door automatically locked. So we're that out of we got to find a workaround, you know? We got.
Yeah. But the times have updated. We have automatic locks now.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I like that level of spontaneity, a bit of an X factor in my life. I'm tired of being the X factor.
Yeah. Do you think just like people popping in on other people is just gone forever? I feel like that's like just not a thing anymore.
I mean, in college it is, but like as an adult, you can't do that.
I don't know. It kind of is. I mean, I hate the cell phones, dude. Like, you know, back in the day, like back in the time of Seinfeld and Friends and stuff like that, like you would get home from work or get home from whatever you're doing, you'd pick up the phone, you'd like listen to your messages. Like you weren't in constant contact with everybody. People were just texting each other all the time. I don't like it. I don't want to talk to you. I'll collect my messages at the end of the night.
No, you won't.
I might.
No, you won't. Let's be real.
I'm certainly not doing it throughout the day.
Greg, if you got a fucking landline, we get hundreds of voice messages racked up. You'd be a hoarder. You'd be a hoarder of knowledge and conversation.
I would listen to them and then I'd delete them.
No, you wouldn't.
You would never respond.
I would delete them. Why would I need to respond?
So if I start only communicating with you via voice message on your phone, do not answer a single fucking phone call I give you.
Okay. Well, no, because sometimes I may be home and I'll pick up.
Next episode, we will see how many are unread or unheard.
Why the fuck would I not listen to my messages? It's so easy.
Okay. We'll see.
I mean, not that it's easy.
I don't think you would ever respond to them.
Oh yeah, Greg. Greg, you want one? Get rid of your phone. Get a landline.
And also, you'd never call anybody.
You would never call anyone. You don't know numbers.
You are not a text instigator. I don't think you'd be a call instigator.
I'm gonna start calling you guys.
Okay, I would love that. Day. I would love that.
Catch up on our days.
I would sincerely enjoy that.
That's kind of like what this is, but like it would be more spontaneous.
I would love.
It might ruin the pod if I call you too often.
I would love Greg to pop in when I'm on the tee on the way home. God, I would love that. I would love someone to talk to.
Greg, you would not believe my day. Arsenal, we're fucked.
It's over.
What time are you usually on the tee?
Anytime between the hours of 3 to 6 p.m.
Okay.
It's a wide window.
Write his number on like a bunch of pieces of paper and just be like, call this number between 3 and 6 p.m. weekdays.
I feel like you would actually like that, just like talking to strangers.
Yeah, I would almost be like a radio DJ, you know, like
very like local.
Yeah, and like I'll answer your problems. You got a problem, any kind? Let's talk about it.
Colin, I need $100.
Go sell your body.
Okay, right on, brother.
What's the best thing to sell? If you had to make money, sell your ass.
How much money do I need?
Sell your bussy.
Just the most amount of money. You need you're gonna lose your house.
I'd sell like plasma,
blood, sperm.
That's like a thing people actually do.
Go to sperm bank.
One. I feel like
Greg, hold
they
on.
must have a lot of sperm at this point, right?
Greg,
Does it go bad?
I think they freeze it. Like,
it
must last a long time.
Do you think like do they sperm check you? They go, bro, you got some slow swimmers.
Probably, honestly, yeah.
It's gonna be tough.
I'm sure
you're gonna need for a quick buck, and they're like, "Hey, I hate to do this, man."
I don't know.
I think, by the way, not only can we not pay you, you're infertile.
Yeah,
sorry,
dude. Like you got like 8-minute mileages, bro. It's not looking good out here.
How fast does it normally go?
Yeah, wait.
How fast do you think jizz would go a mile?
I'm just like saying like proverbially if they were to run.
Speed. Could you look up the speed of cum?
I can do that.
Okay.
Dude, do you think that's ever once been
in miles per hour?
Yeah, no, of course, Greg. I'm not doing kilometers.
Okay. It's definitely slower than 8 miles an hour.
Are we talking like in
a
transit
miles
or like?
Oh wait, not slower than 8 minutes.
Greg, are we talking like? It's would the difference?
Well, all I know is it shoots out real fast.
If it's in the body, it's moving still. But like, are we talking
out of dick? like
no, it's a good like question. It's gonna be different.
What speed does it come shooting out, and then what speed does it go when it's in the woman?
Depends on the guy.
But when it's in the woman, where's it going? How fast is it going? Up the fallopian tube.
Oh, it's just like climbing, like a fucking climbing Everest.
No, it swims.
Oh,
it's got that tail.
28 miles per hour.
28 miles per hour, dude.
Fast. Holy shit.
Maybe for you guys.
It doesn't take.
I bust quick loads. I got a speeding ticket.
That's crazy, dude. It runs like.
Dude, my sperm can barely go in a school zone.
It shouldn't. Your sperm should go nowhere near a school zone.
For many reasons.
Get your sperm out of the school zone, bro. What the hell? You should also keep it away from like police stations.
Yeah, local libraries.
Yeah. Your local parks.
Girls, lemonade stands, Girl Scout troops.
You're gross.
You're gross. You're the one jizzing on school zones.
I said it shouldn't be in a school zone.
Little voice in your head. Okay, you're in the clear. You, John, would never. John's actually the only person here.
Would.
He probably has.
John's actually the only one here who's specifically said he would not come into school zones. So kudos to you.
Are college campuses school zones?
Yes. So I will say, but they fly except for BYU.
It's different because they're all plus.
They fly except for BYU and any blind college.
Blind college? Is that a thing?
I assume so. There's like the school for the deaf.
Oh, you meant like actually physically like blind people?
Yeah, that's just not fair.
So they can't have consensual sex?
Well,
that's very uncool of you.
You can't just go there and bust a load. They don't know what they're walking into.
Oh, so I can go to UConn and I can just bust loads all over the road?
I'm not going to just bust a load just like in random public places.
You wouldn't be the first, is all I'm saying.
Just the north parking garage.
Yeah, dude. Hey, congrats. You're like one of a dozen now. You're like a dime a dozen.
Just want to come in the chem building.
Okay.
Yeah, Greg, you're not unique. You're a fucking statistic. Okay, like if you think like it hasn't done before, you're crazy.
You're like one of the 3 dudes in the Michigan stadium.
Oh, a murderer. Yes, exactly. Yeah. I was like, damn, dude, they're busting loads in the Michigan stadium.
Oh my God! Wait, how many? Just like on a college campus, how many students are there at UConn? 20,000, you think?
Yeah, around there.
Yeah.
So you think there's just like one murderer walking around?
At least.
You think college campuses are hotbeds for murderers? Is what you're saying?
I just think like
I think that's not true.
I think it's just a statistic at this point.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I ever want to meet a murderer.
You have.
Too late.
Well,
Like, you mean post-murder?
yeah, post-murder. Yes, I know a murderer.
Wait,
pre-murder.
you say that? What if we could interview in jail for the pod?
Now I have to bleep his name again.
Yeah,
you
great,
do,
thanks
yeah.
for
But good idea though, right? That's kind of fire.
Yeah.
Something tells me I don't think he'd be up for it, but I guess it doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah,
Dude,
right.
all publicity is good publicity.
It's the worst thing. The worst thing he can do is say no. What is he going to do? Murder us?
Yeah.
He doesn't have that track record.
No, he would never. He would push me into the train track.
We don't know that he pulled the trigger.
Yeah,
We do.
we can get his side of the story.
No, he could have been the one driving the motorcycle.
Let's hear him out.
Let's give him his OJ book.
I haven't seen the evidence.
If he did it.
Yeah.
If I was the shooter, this is how he would have done
We
it.
personally don't have the evidence, all right? He could be innocent.
He could.
Wrong place, wrong time. Maybe he was just hanging out outside the courthouse.
With a gun, and then someone got shot right next to him.
Yeah, and then he fled, and then they had to pick him up at his house. I mean, you never know.
What if he
Imagine
was
if
just
like
shooting
imagine
cans
if
on
like
the side of the road? This guy just walked in front of you.
imagine if like John Wilkes Booth like didn't do it, or like Lee Harvey Oswald
And they just got like framed for
for
it.
history, like some of the most famous murderers of all time.
Would you rather be infamous, like obviously, like I guess famous?
No, I'd
is
rather
the
be
best, but,
notorious, like the B.I.G.
Okay, notorious,
Sorry,
infamous,
sorry.
famous,
Okay, you were
or like
saying that?
regular schmegular. You know, like would you rather be like yourself now, regular schmegular? Colin, you're not special.
What was that?
Go on.
Or would you rather be like infamous for like something crazy?
How crazy? Did people die?
No, people don't have to die. Like you did something wild though.
Like
You're the
what?
Firefest guy.
Yeah.
That.
You don't want to be the Firefest guy than just
Dude, you
yourself
can
now?
parlay that into like a lifetime of cameos and bachelor party appearances
You make a great
And,
friendship in prison.
and appearances on The Apprentice. Like there are like, dude, the fucking Jordan Belfort is doing like school talks and it's on like every podcast on the planet.
True. Oh, did you guys see Harrison Butker today
Yeah.
or yesterday? The Harrison Butker video where he was talking at a commencement, like a graduation. He basically said, "All you women, get your ass back in the kitchen."
Yeah, men.
That was literally
men
what he
need to be
said.
Men and women
Yeah.
need to stay in the kitchen. You were lied to.
He also was just
Like non-ironic, like he
yeah,
said
no,
like
no.
meant
He
it.
fully said
Yeah,
all of
his
these
whole
things
thing was
with
like-
his
was like-
full chest.
was like, we need to reject against this anti-masculine rhetoric, and it's like,
Mhm.
bro, you're a kicker.
That's all. That's right.
You're literally the kicker.
You
Yeah.
kick a ball for a living.
Like I was thinking about it, and I was like, if you didn't have the ability to kick a ball, what would you contribute to society that allows
Apparently,
you to think?
maybe public speaker.
What school was this?
It was like
no name. I had no idea.
I think it was like a really like Catholic school or something like that.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
I had no idea. Well, because he also went into like a whole like fuck Biden. He did the the
Sign of the cross.
the sign of the cross like after like a speech for pro-abortion or something like that, and he was just like that can't be and yada yada yada. It was a very.
I
think he also was like, "Oh, trans people don't exist." I think he went that route too. It was.
He really
covered a lot of ground.
Yeah. He really did at that graduation speech. I can't imagine being one of the women like in that audience. Like you just completed like 4 years. It was really
your life
hard.
was like starting.
Your life is just starting. And he's just like, you should have a baby and get in the fucking kitchen.
I really feel for the one guy who graduated with a women's studies degree. Yeah, he must have been really targeted.
That would be hilarious if he wrote that whole speech just to like fuck this one guy.
I just love that like Harrison Butker's like, yeah, I kick like a 60-yarder. People must really want to know what I have to say.
Yeah,
they invited him.
Fuck, true.
Like that's kind of crazy. Like that's the most like.
Did he go there?
Was he an alum?
Yeah, like maybe he went there. I have no idea.
He must have gone there. Like you
I don't know.
Like randomly invite Harrison Butker.
I don't know, dude. Maybe.
The only people that know Harrison Butker are gambling degenerates, people in Kansas City, or fantasy football fans. Which is still like a fair amount of people. But like,
I mean, I'll check 2 out of 3.
But like, he's talking like he's Pat Mahomes.
No, if he was talking like Pat Mahomes, it sounded more like Cookie Monster. Yeah.
First of all,
let it fly. That was good.
Why'd you go so high with it? Sound like a fucking like.
Oh, he talks like this.
That's what he sounds like if he just got like kicked in the balls.
Yeah. Or, hey guys, I'm Pat Mahomes.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Oh, good. That was good.
That wasn't bad.
Harrison, more like Harrison Butker. All right.
That's just his name.
Yeah, it is.
Guys, I bet no one's made this joke before.
He played college ball at Georgia Tech, a science school.
So not wherever he went. So why the fuck would they invite him? That's so random. They just see like who's on Cameo.
They probably checked out.
They hired him off Cameo.
They probably like saw his like following list on like Instagram and Twitter and went, yeah, this guy's like right up our alley.
I don't know. Did he get like a big cheer or was it like crickets?
No,
not really.
I listen to shit on mute.
Wow, that sounds like a good way to hear a speech.
Oh, he also said Pride Month is an example of deadly sin. Obviously, you know.
Wow, I'm learning a lot about him that I didn't really want to know.
Make some very inflammatory.
Benedictine College.
What was it? Epstein College?
Yeah. Benedictine. I don't know what the fuck that means.
Dude,
they were live streaming it on YouTube and they had to turn off the comments.
That's tight.
Because people were
everyone was cheering, right? And it was slowing down the feed.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I think we should stop before we get into some polarizing discussions. Even though our fans are called the pro-choicers,
they're pro-so-choice.
They're pro-choice.
They're so pro-choicers.
We're clearly at an impasse.
All right, that's going to do it for us this week. Make sure you guys check us out at sochoicepodcast on all social media. Make sure you download this episode 20 times. Watch it all the way through. Make sure you guys give us a like everywhere you see us. It really helps us out. And we will catch you guys next week.
State choice. Also, do you know that you do this almost every single time before you do the outro?
It's a calling card. Wow.
I don't know if you notice or if it's like subliminal.
I think it's because I'm ready to take these off. Because my ears get real red under here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it is. You get it.
I get it.
Yeah. It's like annoying. So I think I'm like just ready to get them off.
You're always just like, all right, I think that's gonna do it, and then you like readjust. And then
it's a pre-jack. You know, he's
pre-ejaculate, right? That's what you meant.
Comes out fast.
All right, stay choice.